Anthropic did it. They banned OpenClaw. You can no longer use your Anthropic accounts with OpenClaw. In today's live stream, we're going to go over what that means, what you need to change on your side, the accounts and models you should be using instead, how this is going to impact the entire AI war from Anthropic versus OpenAI versus the Chinese model. We're going to go over which is going to win and how you can prepare for a future where the best model for OpenClaw is no longer usable, We're going to go over that. We are going to go over Apple reaching out to me. I am doing things with Apple. We will go over what me and Apple are doing. And the third thing on our docket is I will take you through my $20,000 Mac Studio setup. I have 3 computers set up. Today, there's going to be a 4th computer set up. I'm going to go over everything I'm doing with OpenClaw in these Mac Studios, the processes I'm building out, the models I'm using, and I will help you decide if you should be investing your hard-earned money into the same type of setup. We have a ton to cover today, so make sure to buckle in, leave a like down below to get this party started, get as many people in here as we can so we can party. Hit the like button down below, and let me know in the chat, what do you think about Anthropic banning OpenClaw? Let's just get straight into it. I hope everyone had a good day. The number one reply I get on all my live streams, he just yaps. So we'll go straight into the story, but I will be yap. This is how live streams work. You yap. It is Wednesday. It is a beautiful, glorious day. Burp is in the chat. I'm getting invites to Apple offices. I will go over that in a little bit. Your man's getting, Apple's reaching out. Shout out Apple. Great company. Everyone loves Apple. It's your fault. I saw this coming. No only ban it, they ban everyone. Billions lost. They're banning. Here we go. Let's go straight into it. Mac Mini setup. We will go into Mac. I got a Mac Mini setup right here. We'll go into Mac Minis. We'll go in if you need Mac Studios. We'll go what local models you should run, even if you're on a Mac Mini. I'm going to go over things on this live stream that will change your entire life. So make sure to leave a like down below. Tell Apple they need to bring back the Xserve. I don't even know what Xserve is. Why Mac Minis versus something like a DJX Spark? I'll go over that. We'll do an Excalidraw. Let me add that to the docket real quick. I'll do an Excalidraw. We'll go over what devices you should be using and what models you should be doing now. We're going to do that. Actually, I'm going to move that to second on the docket. Second on the docket is me going through which devices you should be using with OpenClaw. That's going to be second on the docket. Here we go. You've seen it here first. This man is on fire. I just don't get why they'd ban it. Token use on their servers is too. I'll also do this. I'll give Anthropic some credit, and I'll explain exactly why they're doing it. I don't know why they don't explain this themselves. I think their biggest issue is communication. So I'll also go through why they're banning it. I'll be both Anthropic PR as well as the person tearing down Anthropic. I'll do both. Kudos on Apple, Alex. That's not my name. That's not how you spell my name. That is not how you spell my name. And I'm getting really close to starting to ban anyone who misspells my name. I'm getting really friggin' close. Really close. Are MacBook Airs cool? Yeah, they're cool. All right, so here's the story. Updated Anthropic terms of service. They have updated their terms of service like you see here. You can no longer use OAuth authentication, which is basically going in, getting your token for your OAuth from Anthropic and plugging it into other tools. This started a month ago with OpenCode. This was very controversial, and I need to be honest with you. If you go back and clip my previous streams, I actually defended Anthropic. But now I am flip-flopping, switching sides. I'm flip-flopping, switching sides on this. I'm actually going against Anthropic. I think this is a massive mistake. I think there's a difference between banning OpenCode and banning OpenClaw, to be quite honest with you. So what is illegal now? What's illegal is grabbing your OAuth token and putting it into anything, any other app, including the agent SDK. So you can't even put it into their own apps made with the agent SDK. That is crazy. That is crazy. So they're basically saying, no, you can't use our subscription for anything, which means if you are using the OAuth right now inside OpenClaw, the odds are you will be banned. This is I think this is a massive, massive mistake. And I get why Anthropic's doing it. Let's also be let's go on both sides. Hello, Alec. That's not my name. Again, we're very close to banning people. We're very close. It's ALEX. I have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Once you hit 100K, you can't misspell the person's name. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Let's play it from Anthropic's side. And I get it. Tokens are very expensive, extremely expensive. When you sign up for the $200 Anthropic plan, you're getting over $20,000 of tokens. When you sign up for the $200 Anthropic plan and you use it to its max, you're using $20,000 of tokens. So they are subsidizing your use when you sign up for a subscription. They subsidize your use because they want you to go in and spend and use their tools so they can collect data, right? When you use Claude Code, they collect data on your use. Every time I do a live stream, somehow a fly gets into my apartment, starts flying around behind my monitor, distracts the hell out of me. Drives me nuts. Anyway, when you sign up for their $200, they're subsidizing you. They're losing money on your subscriptions, but they're willing to lose money for you to use Claude Code so that they can get data and improve Claude Code, so that they can then go to companies and corporations. Don't say hello to the fly. Don't communicate with the fly. The fly is not welcome here. Do not communicate with the fly. They use your data to improve Claude Code so they can then go to corporations and sell them $10 million contracts for Claude Code, which I get. That's smart. It's a business. The point of a business is to make as much money as humanly possible. When you go and you take the OAuth token and you plug it into OpenClaw and then have your OpenClaw running 24/7, 365, doing God knows whatever you weirdos do, generating images of cartoon women. I don't know. That's on you guys, not me. You're not giving them good data, right? Because it's not in their Claude Code. So I get it. I get why Anthropic's doing it. It makes zero business sense for them to allow it. It makes zero business sense for them to allow you to take your authentication token and put it into OpenClaw. They lose money and they get zero data out of it. It actually ruins their data. It ruins their data. The fly's name is now Claude. It ruins their data. So it's bad for them. But here's what it comes down to. Here's what it comes down to. Hype the like button, says Wood 969. Yeah, hype the like button. Hype it up. Here's what it comes down to, though. At the end of the day, you're going to piss people off. At the end of the day, if you do everything by the book, if every decision and every move you make is purely out of business purposes, every decision, eventually things will break and people will be angry at you and not want to use your products at all. Eventually things will break. And it kind of started like 2 months ago, Anthropic was the king of the game. 2 months ago, Opus 4.5 comes out. The fly is a part of the permanent underclass. It is. Shed out all your adventure 10 for you with a $5 donation. Thank you very much. Anthropic is now doubling down because they are bitter that Sam is a deal maker. Okay. Thank you for the $5 donation. 2 months ago, Anthropic was at the top of their game. This is they're going to be writing about these decisions. 2 months, the fly is jester gooning. It might be frame mogging right now behind my monitor. It might be that. They're at the top of the game. Opus 4.5 comes out. Everyone says it's the greatest model of all time. Some people, including me, says it's AGI, right? They're at the top of the game. Everyone's loving them. Everyone's hating on OpenAI. Anthropic is Goonthropic. It would be a damn shame if that went viral. People are not going to... Anthropic wouldn't like if... Anthropic wouldn't like if this one goes viral. You shouldn't say that. We don't want that to go viral. Listen, you guys, you're going to make it impossible for me to get sponsorships. If you keep putting things like that in the chat, no one's going to sponsor me at all. No one's going to pay me $1 if you guys keep putting that into the chat. You got all these other guys getting paid tons of money by every AI tool on planet Earth. Anyway, they're at the top of the game, Anthropic, Opus 4.5, people calling it AGI. Then what happens? Claudebot comes out. Claudebot is revolutionary, the greatest AI tool ever created. Normies are getting it. Everyone's getting it. Everyone's getting in on Claudebot. Anthropic's image and PR is going even higher and higher and higher. Their name's attached to this incredible product that everyone loves. Everyone's loving Claudebot. Everyone's loving it. What do? They sue. They sue Peter Steinberger. Everyone loves Peter Steinberger. Everyone loves Peter Steinberger. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves Anthropic. Everyone loves Peter Steinberger. Everyone loves Claude. Everyone's dancing all over OpenAI. And then that's when Anthropic started feeling themselves. That's when Anthropic started feeling themselves a little too much. They started feeling themselves a little too much. And they sue Peter Steinberger. And they say, nah, you can't use CLAWD because it sounds a lot like CLAUD. So change that. I know you named your tool that literally everyone on the planet loves, that makes us look even better and more powerful, that everyone's signing up for $200 plans for hand over fist, just shoving money down our throats, shoving us good PR. We're making more money than everyone. We're getting better PR than everyone. I know everyone loves us and this is amazing, but we're going to sue your ass. Now there's a mosquito. What the hell? Now we're going to sue your ass. Is Anthropic sending mosquitoes to my house? Every time I have a live stream where I talk poorly about Anthropic, mosquitoes start showing up in my house. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. They sue Peter Steinberger. He changes the name of Claudebot to Moltbot. Moltbot is single-handedly the worst name for anything in the history of mankind ever. I mean, Goonbot would have been a better name than Moltbot, to be quite honest, right? Goonbot would have been a better name. And as I'm saying, don't stop saying goon in the chat. That's inappropriate. I'm not going to get a single sponsorship. None of these AI companies are going to pay me to do undisclosed advertising if you guys keep saying goon in the chat. I'm not going to get a single undisclosed advertising dollar if you guys keep going in the chat saying Goonthropic and Goonburger and Gooners Unite. Guys, I'm trying to get these AI companies to pay me to tweet about them and not say it's an advertisement like every other AI creator. What are you doing going in my chat saying Goonthropic? Stop it. I'm not going to get any of that money. Goonskeeto? How is a Chinese image and video generated? How Higgsfield will never pay me for undisclosed advertising if you keep saying Goonskeeto in my chat. I'm not going to get a single Higgsfield dollar if you keep going in my chat saying Goonskeeto. I've been waiting to get a $20 check so I can quote tweet Higgsfield and say it's the best video model of all time, even though it's literally just using an API to Google VO and calling it the greatest thing ever. I'm not going to be able to do a single undisclosed advertisement for Higgsfield if you guys keep saying Goonskeeto in my chat. Jesus. I'm trying to get some Higgsfield dollars and you guys keep saying Goonskeeto. Are you kidding me? What model are we switching to? I'll tell you in a second. Let me get through this high stakes, compelling story about Anthropic screwing up. They switch to Moltbot. They force Claudebot, which is an incredible name, to Moltbot, which is the worst name of all time, which makes Anthropic look even worse. The fact that they switched that. Flame these AI shields. I'm not flaming them. I want them to pay me. Higgsfield, if you're watching this, pay me millions of dollars to quote tweet your tweets and not mention it's an advertisement. You're paying every other AI creator on planet Earth. Why not me? Because my chat says Goonskeeto? Alex, focus. All right, sorry. Then, after forcing them to Moltbot, Goonsfield, now they're definitely not paying me if you say Goonsfield in my chat. If you say Goonsfield in my chat, Higgsfield will not pay me one illegal, undisclosed dollar. Then, Anthropic turns around and they start banning $200 subscription accounts for plugging it into Moltbot. Children, men, women, and children from all over the world are going and signing up for $200. Do not hashtag Goonbot in my chat. Are going all over the world signing up for $200 subscription plans. Can you even comprehend that? I know money's fake and being printed endlessly, but think about that for a second. Men, women, and children from all around the world are signing up for $200 subscription plans to plug their Anthropic into OpenClaw Goonbot, right? I mean, not OpenClaw. And Anthropic saying, no, we don't want your $200 a month because you're using it within another AI agent we don't approve. And they start canceling these $200 a month plans, canceling it. And now what happens? ADHD personified. This is great. What are you talking about? You try focusing when everyone's going in your chat and saying Goonclaw. I'm trying to get paid by Hicksfield over here for undisclosed advertising. And you guys are hashtagging Gooners in my chat. What are you talking about? I just bought a $100 sub 30 minutes ago. And now I'm cooked. Yeah, now you're banned. They're literally saying we don't want your money. We don't want your money. And now they're banning people. They're saying, no, keep your $200. We don't want it. And now this today, the coup de grace, the goon de grace, they are banning all OAuth use in other tools. They are banning all OAuth use in other tools. Now you can't plug their OAuth into anything. They want you canceling your $200 account before you plug it in. Before you plug it in to OpenClaw and have your OpenClaw use the Claude Code CLI, they'd rather cancel your entire account. I'll just say this, and I'm probably going to regret this one. I'm about to go into what model you should switch to. I'm about to go into what model you should switch to. Leave a like down below. I'll tell you exactly what model you should be switching to. Leave a like down below. Let you know exactly what model you should be switching to. I'll say this. And all logic's telling me not to say what I'm about to say. All logic's telling me to say what I'm about to say. But I'm going to say it anyway. Because I'm standing up for you guys, the little man. I'm standing up for you. I'm standing up for everyone except for the people saying Goon GPT in my chat. Because I'm not going to get a single sponsorship because of you. I'm still using Anthropic OAuth in my OpenClaw. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving. I'm still going to use it. You're going to have to ban me. You want to ban me? Then ban me. I spend thousands of dollars a month on the Claude API for Creator Buddy, my SaaS. Sign up for it and pay me. Thousands. You're going to ban me? Go ahead, Anthropic. Arrest me, officer. Arrest me, officer. $200 a month. If you're going to ban me, you're going to have to ban all of FinFam. You're going to have to ban all of it. I'm never getting Anthropic sponsorship for the rest of my life now, but I don't care. Whatever. I'm not leaving. I'm never getting Anthropic sponsorship for the rest of my life. Claude will never pay me, despite the fact I've shilled their tool relentlessly over the last 10 months, have made them quite literally millions of dollars from my YouTube videos. But guess what? Ban me. I'm using it still. And is my email address just my name and they'll be able to search me in 5 seconds to get me banned after watching this video? Yes. But you know what? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word when you're like independent and no one can take anything away from you? What's that word? I'm sovereign. I'm a sovereign individual, Anthropic. Your corporation might cancel me, but I'm on another corporation. I'm sovereign, not starving and homeless. What are you talking about? Sovereign. I'm a sovereign individual. I run all my models locally. I'm ungovernable. If you're going to ban me, Anthropic, I'm running I'm running all my models locally. You try banning my Quen 3.5 account, Anthropic. Try banning my Quen 3.5 account. Try banning my Kimi K 2.5 running locally on my $10,000 Mac Studios, Anthropic. Try taking away my tokens, Anthropic. Try taking away my local Mini Max 2.5 model, Anthropic. There's a very simple way to avoid getting banned. Have your main agent delegate to Claude code using TMUX. Shut up. No one will be banned by Guna Made from Alex Finn. I didn't say that. That wasn't me. Anthropic, that wasn't me who wrote this. I didn't write that. That was someone else. That was someone in my chat. Louis Kriv 1. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I did not write that. No one clipped that. This is a clip-free stream. You're not allowed to clip the stream. I'm going to tell you what model you need to use. I'm going to tell you what model you need to switch to. I've been testing Grok 4.1 fast in OpenClaw. I do not hate it as much as I thought I would. Cannot get local LLM to work with tool calling yet. Grok 4.1, dude? Grok 4.1? Thanks for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. Gemini Anti-Gravity banned me last night. Gemini Anti-Gravity banned you? For what? Why were you banned by Gemini Anti-Gravity? Also, boo-hoo. I mean, I love shout out Google, but boo-hoo, who cares? I'm saying this. I think the reason Anthropic banned it is because most Claude Code users do not hit their limits, while OpenClaw users almost always do. Yeah, I mean, that's precise. I totally get from a business perspective why they banned people. 100% I get it. 100% I get it. They banned people because people are using $20,000 of tokens with OpenClaw and paying $200 a month. And on top of that, they're not giving them any good data to improve their systems by using an OpenClaw. 100%, I totally get it. 100% get it. But people have built a movement on OpenClaw. Like at the end of the day, sometimes you need to make sacrifices. Sometimes you need to make sacrifices to please the consumer. There's some times you need to, as a business, make business sacrifices to please the consumer. Because I will also say this, and this is a whole nother issue, but it needs to be discussed. The fact that these AI companies are inflating their valuations to $1 trillion in the public markets in the private markets before they go public is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You are bringing all this value to America by building your company, and then you're going public after you've already reached $1 trillion. That's not what America's about, baby. That's not what America's about. You take your company public so the public can reap the rewards as well. You're building these super powerful tools that are changing everything, but only the 2,000 people at your company get to reap the rewards. The American public should reap the rewards. The American public should reap the rewards. So the fact that they're getting their valuations to $1 trillion before they go public, then they're going to go public after banning everyone from using their tools. It's one or the other. If you went public, Anthropic, at $5 billion, fine, ban people because you got to get your valuations up because you have shareholders in the country. Fine, ban people. But the fact that you're doing this privately, you're taking all the value for yourself. Then you're going to go public later this year at $1 trillion, leaving no value for the American people. You don't ban us. You owe us. You don't ban us. You owe us. You allow us to use our $200 a month plans with OpenClaw. If you were public and I'm making money hand over fist off Anthropic stock, ban people. I want my stock to go up so I can get rich. But you're doing this all privately. You got 1,000 people working at your company, and all the value is going to the 1,000 people. Shame on you. Shame on you. I would tip $1,000 right now if I had it, says Fan and Platypus. Okay, well, find it and tip it. So what models should you be going to? What models should you be going to? I'll tell you right now. There's two ways to look at this. This is a good time. This is a good time to go to the Excalibur. Let's go to the Excalibur. Let's go to the Excalibur. We'll go over what models you should be using right now. Here we go. What models you should be using instead of Anthropic once they ban your ass. I mean, and listen, it's not just Anthropic. It's every AI company doing it. It's every AI company. It's OpenAI. It's XAI. It's SpaceX. If you bring trillions of dollars of value to America, you should share it with the American people. And you do that by putting your company in the public markets. It's the way it's been since America started. And now all of a sudden, all these companies are trying to speed run their way to $1 trillion before they go public. So they get all the value to themselves. Nuh-uh. And will this speech single-handedly keep it so I'd never get another sponsorship again? Yes, but who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Sponsorships, womperships. I don't care. Go to any other live stream right now. You'll see 20 logos all over the screen. And they'll be shilling you some crappy AI tool that they've never used in their entire life. We don't do sponsorships here. We tell it like it is. Models to switch to. I don't need your sponsorship money. We're going to tell the truth over here. Focus, lovely sir. Everyone, half the comments every streamer is people telling me to focus. Models to switch to. And we're going to go short term. And we're going to go long term. ChatGPT. I'm going to name a few models here. We're going to go down. I'm going to go the strengths and weaknesses of each. Strengths and weaknesses each. Are you ready? Bought 2 studios from your school, hit usage limit. How can Claude remember everything after switching to OpenAI? Most logic with Pete associate. Is this English? Bought 2 studios from your school, hit usage limits. How can Claude remember everything after switching to I feel like there's 5 questions in that comment. What is this? I feel like there's 5 questions in here. What are you talking about? First of all, let's just break it down step by step. Bought 2 studios, great work. From your school, join Vibe Coding Academy, hit usage limits. How do you hit usage limits using local models? Can Claude remember everything after switching to OpenAI? Yes. There you go. How long after ordering your Mac Studios did they get delivered? Apple is saying April 5th for the 512 gigabyte RAM Mac Studio. Let me just say this. Side note before I go into which models to switch to. I single-handedly have made Apple millions of dollars. Are people aware of that? Are people aware I've done that? I bought my 2 Mac Studios a month ago, and they came in 2 weeks. 512 gigs. People, it's taken 2 months for them. Everyone went out and bought Mac Studios after me. So side note, there's that. More on my relationship with Apple. Everyone's calling me a secret Apple employee. Well, I'll tell you if I'm actually, I'll reveal later in this stream if I'm actually a secret Apple employee. Hint, I'm going to Apple's headquarters on Monday. Short-term ChatGPT. You can get away with the $20 ChatGPT plan and plug it into OpenClaw. GPT 5.2, plenty fine. Plenty fine with OpenClaw. The weakness is in the personality. The weakness is in the personality with ChatGPT and OpenClaw. It's not as warm. It's a little bit robotic, but it's just as smart. In Codex, ChatGPT, the Codex model is debatably better than Opus for coding now. There's a lot of people saying it's better than Opus now. I'm getting closer to believing that. So, like, short term, we'll say, got cash, use ChatGPT if you got cash. Use ChatGPT short term if you got cash. If you don't got cash, Kimi K2.5. Kimi K2.5 is an excellent model. Kimi K2.5 is an excellent model if you don't got cash. They got cheap versions. If you want to go hosted, they got like KimiClaw or something. I don't recommend going hosted. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend VPS. I recommend doing everything locally, but they got it. Kimi K2.5. How much is Kimi? You can get like a good plan for like $10 a month. GLM 5's good. GLM 5's good too. It's a little less performant, I find. A little slower. Peter said today ChatGPT OAuth works on OpenClaw. Yeah, it does. Well, this is why ChatGPT is my #1 thing here. They're not going to ban you. ChatGPT will not ban you for using OAuth. They've even had some employees kind of subtweet like, oh yeah, we'd never do something like that. Feel free to use us with the claw. I've seen a couple tweets from employees saying that. So ChatGPT, listen, when companies do pro-consumer decisions, like keep OpenClaw open source even after you buy them for billions of dollars, like tell you can use their OAuth with OpenClaw, you need to support those companies. And yes, is it crazy for me to go here and say, oh, support OpenAI, $1 trillion company, support them? Maybe a little bit, but I will say this: when companies do pro-consumer decisions, I think you need to support them. And the fact that OpenAI is saying use our OAuth with OpenClaw, we'll keep OpenClaw open source, we'll give Peter Steinberg resources to make OpenClaw better, I think you need to support them. I think it's a pretty Chad move. Quen 3.5 is great as well. So like you have options. I'm now running Quen 3.5 locally. Which is great. Minimax 2.5 is also great. And yes, are these all Chinese models? Yes. Am I American? Yes. Is America and China rivals? Yes. Should I be pulling for America? Yes, I am pulling for America. I'm American through and through. I'm a red-blooded American, 100%. But at the same time, when companies do pro-consumer things, you got to give them credit. And these are pro-consumer companies doing pro-consumer things. So number one option, what tokens do you get for Quen 3.5? I'm getting like 40 tokens a second on my Mac Studio. And I'm going to demonstrate that later in the stream after we get through this. Next, so right now I'm going through what models you need to be switching to from Anthropic for OpenClaw. Then I'm going to go into Apple. Apple reached out to me. I'm doing cool things with Apple. I'm going to go over that. And then I'm going to go into lastly, my new setup. My 2 Mac Studio setup with Quen 3.5 running locally, Minimax running locally, and I've looped in the Mac Mini. The Mac Mini is now a part of this as well. So I have a 3-computer cluster going. Today, I'll break the news right now. Today, I'll break this news. A little foreshadowing to the Apple section of this live stream. I'm adding a third Mac Studio. A third Mac Studio 512 gigabyte is coming today. Apple sent it to me. Apple's lending it to me. They're not giving it to me permanently. They're lending me a third Mac Studio 512 gigabyte. I'll have it for a few months. I'll be able to hook it up. Into my cluster and get Kimi K2.5, Quen, Minimax, whole bunch of top-end models going simultaneously. More news on my potential talking to Apple later in this live stream. There's some interesting things going on there, boys. Some interesting things going on with Apple. Listen, I'll say this, man. And the viewership always goes down when I go into these rants, so I'm going to do it anyway because it's my live stream, so I can do whatever. If you just find something you're passionate in and you go all the way in, if you find something, have you clustered them with EXO? Yes, I'm clustering them with EXO. Shout out EXO as well. EXO is another great company. Shout out Alex from EXO. Fantastic individual. Shout out EXO. Shout out Alex from EXO. Great name. Shout out Apple. When you find something you're super passionate about and you go just balls to the wall all the way in, man, good things happen to you. When you find something you're passionate about and you go all the way to F in, good things happen. Just find what you're freaking passionate about and go for it, man. Tim Apple and Alex Finn. Shout out Tim Apple. How much RAM memory is needed to run Kimi K2.5 locally? 600 gigabytes unified memory to run Kimi K2.5. Quen 3.5 I'm running with 220 gigabytes unified memory. Minimax 2.5 is 120 gigabytes unified memory. I'd say the best value for the buck is probably Minimax 2.5 with 120 gigs. It's fast, man, and it is smart. Shout out Not Thread Guy. Everyone subscribe Not the Red Guy's channel. Great live streamer. Fantastic live streamer. Talks AI, talks crypto, talks tech. We did an interview last week. It was fantastic. Shout out Not the Red Guy. Anonymous, thank you for joining the crew. Minimax at 120 gigabytes unified memory is fantastic and so performant. It is so fast. And you could 120 gigs, you can get a 250 gigabyte Mac Studio, I think, pretty quickly right now. I think you can go to a Best Buy and get a 250 gigabyte Mac Studio for like $4,000 and run Minimax. And it's fantastic. It's like it benchmarked better than Opus for coding. So here's where we're at, right? Short term, ChatGPT. I pretty much guarantee you, clip this if I'm right. Do not clip it if I'm wrong. What bit is Minimax 2.5? I think 4-bit. But it's great. How's the Substack newsletter going? I joined last week, Alex. I'm up to 40,000 subs on Substack. I'm up to 40,000 subs, which is amazing. Mac Studio is overrated. Your face is overrated. No banks nearby. Your face is overrated. Is Quen 3.5 personality better than Minimax personality? I'd say so. Quen 3.5 is a better personality than Minimax, but Minimax is really good. I have them running both. Minimax is like my researcher. Can you get, is that available? Oh, open box? You should get an open box. If you can get at least 120 gigs local memory on a Mac Studio right now, you got to do it. His face is over. Yeah, that's what I said. Focus. Screw that mosquito. This is probably the order of personality rankings. Kimmy, Quen, Minimax. But Minimax, what you get for 120 gigs is incredible. ChatGPT, though, I'll say this. I guarantee the next 6 months, ChatGPT comes out with a OpenClaw model. Guaranteed. Guaranteed the next 6 months, they come out with an OpenClaw specific model. They train just for OpenClaw, and it's going to be a banger. It's going to feel like an assistant. The personality is going to be incredible. It's going to be excellent. I'd highly recommend, I'm recommending ChatGPT is my official recommendation for what to switch to. You can, for $20 a month, get good usage for your OpenClaw on the $20 a month plan for ChatGPT. That's my official recommendation. No one from ChatGPT has ever reached out to me in my entire life. I don't think there's a single person from OpenAI that follows me on X. I don't think there's a single person from Anthropic that follows me on X, so there's no bias here. Google's like the only company where people from the company follows me, which is insane, but it is what it is. Shout out Google. I also guarantee in the next 6 months, OpenAI updates their open source models. I bet they update their open source models so you can run it locally on a Mac Studio to power your OpenClaw, which brings OpenAI is missing out on not following you. It's fine. I met Sam Altman. Still doesn't follow me. What a joke. Imagine meeting me and not following me. Thoughts on Grok for the OpenClaw brain? Yeah, if you want like a Gooner as a personal assistant, I recommend Grok. No, I'm just kidding. Like, I don't know. Let's be honest about Grok, man. It's just like, I'm an Elon guy through and through. I own a Cybertruck. I'm all in. I have a SpaceX satellite. What's it? I got the satellite. Starlink. I got a Starlink. It's sitting in my Cybertruck. I pay $50 a month. I don't even use the friggin' thing. I'm just donating money to Elon. I'm an Elon guy through and through. I love X. But here's the deal. What do I use Grok for? Like, what's a single use case Grok is like good for? Like, when I think, oh, I got to generate images, I go to Gemini. When I go, oh, I need to code, I go to Opus. When I think, oh, I need to generate business ideas, I go to ChatGPT. What am I going to Grok for? What's the Grok situation? M4 Max 128 gigabyte. By the way, Minimax. That's tight. Because I think it's 120 gigabytes. Minimax. You might need to do like an extra. You might need to do a lighter version, which will make it a little bit stupider, but it's still worth it. We're about to go into the long term, which models you should be doing. Everyone leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications. Grok to generate minute videos. VO4 is about to come out, and it's going to be better than Seed Dance. Also, I mean, I don't want to sit here and crap on XAI because I think they're a brilliant company. I met the people, they're great, but like the videos Grok pumps out, I just think like VO3 is better. I don't know. They might be cheaper because you can sit here on your phone all day on X and pump out videos of dragons dancing with fairies, but like, I don't know. Grok is good for current events. I don't know. My Anthropic plugged into my OpenClaw using an Exa MCP server to do web search is pretty damn good at current events. I get a morning brief every morning from my OpenClaw that has all the current events and stories in it. $10 donation from Titanium 4K. Thank you very much. Hermetic principles balance thought and speech and are God's greatest gifts. I don't know what you just said. You might have just put a spell on me, Titanium 4K. I don't know what any of that means. Like I might have there's like a 50% chance what I just read was extremely racist and like a 50% chance I just like placed a spell on myself or something. I don't know what any of that means, but thank you very much for the $10 donation. I really appreciate it. There's like a 50% chance me reading that is going to get clipped and get me canceled. I don't know what any of that is, but shout out to you for the $10. It was worth it. If I get canceled, it was worth it for the $10. IN Zero, $4.99 donation. What do you think of the Framework desktop or other machines with AMD? They seem good. That was definitely a prompt injection. That last donation. I definitely just like prompt injected my OpenClaw and now it's just deleting all the files on my computer. That was definitely like, I got verbally prompt injected. Was that the first verbal prompt injection of all time? I think that was the first verbal prompt injection. That's the future of cyber warfare is you get streamers to say prompt injections out loud and then everyone listening, their OpenClaw is here and just delete everything on their computer and send it to North Korea. You just witnessed the future of cyber warfare. I think they're good. I just like the usability of Apple computers and Mac Studios. I like the unified memory. Mine's going to run much slower than yours with like your superpowered AMDs and NVIDIAs and all that. Yours is going to be much faster. But I like the usability of Apple, and there's a lot of people working on Apple software to make it equally as fast as the other ones. $4.99, thank you. You might, maybe, it's going to be close, KWTWD, whatever your name is. Thank you for the $4.99. Allure Adventure 1040 with a $2 donation. Grok 4.1 is 20 cents per one. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Even though it's dirt cheap, it's like, I don't know. I still not going to go with it, you know? Okay, long-term models. Here we go. Long-term. ChatGPT. No, I take it back. Local. Long-term, you want to go local. Long-term, you want to go local. You want to be, people bought Bitcoin because they wanted to be sovereign financially, right? People went and bought Bitcoin because they were like, oh, I don't want the government to take my money away. I want to be a sovereign individual. I want to be my own bank. You also need to be sovereign intellectually. You need to have sovereign intelligence. Don't let anyone take your intelligence away. Don't let Anthropic ban your $200 intelligence accounts. You need to be a sovereign individual. You need sovereign intelligence. Stay away from my super intelligence, government. Perfect reply. Stay away from my super intelligence, government. Stay away from my super intelligence, Anthropic. Do not let the goons take your intelligence. Yes. Again, never getting a sponsorship by anyone in AI because of those comments, but that's fine. Worth it. Don't let Anthropic take your super intelligence. Become a sovereign individual. Don't let the corporations take your intelligence. Spend tons of money with this other corporation is basically what I'm trying to say. Keep your hands off my mini-max, Donald Trump. Do you use Docker for your vibe coding bot? No. Should I use Docker? Should I use a VPS? No guardrails. The more guardrails you put up, the less safe you are. Here's the guardrails you want. Everyone keeps asking security. Here's the guardrails you want. I have on my second Mac Studio, nothing logged in, 0 accounts logged in, nothing logged in. I have that Quen 3.5 running on that second Mac Studio, just pumping out code, building stuff, pumping out code. I have it building 2 to 3 projects, and I say every night, go and add more code to it, improve it. Air gapped, baby. It's air gapped. Thank you, Uvkush. Smoking that Uvkush. Thank you. I have it all running on the second Mac Studio. It just goes in, writes code for me every night. Simple. Docker and all this. Listen, here's a question for you. Everyone's like, OpenClaw is so dangerous, OpenClaw is so dangerous, OpenClaw is so dangerous. Do you know a single person who's like blew up their computer because of OpenClaw? Oh, it's so dangerous, it's so dangerous. Does anyone here know a single person who like had all their stuff leaked because of OpenClaw? It's supposedly the biggest security risk of all time. Does anyone know anyone who's had their stuff leaked by OpenClaw? Anyone, please let me know. All I hear about is what a security risk this is. You have millions of normies who've never touched a computer before setting it up. Does anyone know anyone who's had their stuff leaked by OpenClaw? Please. Anyone here? There's 1,400 people in this stream right now. I'm cutting out. You're cutting out. What are you talking about? I'm cutting out. You're cutting out. It's a secure. Every video I put out, I have 100 people in the comments going, stop telling people to use OpenClaw. It's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. Don't tell people to do this. You're going to go to jail. You're the devil. You're the devil incarnate. You're ruining the world. Stop having these kids go on OpenClaw. Stop it. Stop it, please. You're going to kill everybody. You're going to start World War II. You're going to start World War III. You're going to start World War IV. Please stop telling people, does anyone know a single person who's had anything leaked because of OpenClaw? Does anyone know a single security incident that's ever happened because of OpenClaw? What's it like being a douche 24/7? If you watch this stream and you're like, that guy's a douche, permanent underclass. If you think the truth is douchey, permanent underclass. No ceiling 2026. No ceiling 2026. Permanent underclass ceiling 2026. Permanent underclass. Sorry, the truth is douchey. Permanent underclass. Permanent underclass. No one got banned from Anthropic either. I'm hearing. I mean, they just put it in their terms of service. I can't. The chat moves so quick. I literally can't click. I'm gonna ban them. Ban hammer. Permanent underclass gets banned. $10. No, €10. I think that's a euro, right? Claw tested 3 AI models on the same research task. Gemini 3 Pro fastest. GPT-3. What am I reading? Deepest analysis. Sonnet wins overall quite running free via OAuth. There you go. I don't know what I just read. GPT 5.3. I'm hearing GPT 5.3 Codex Spark's incredible. Here's the story. Let's talk about devices. Let's talk about devices. Not those types of devices. Let's talk about devices. Relax, perverts. Devices. Mac Mini. You need to start thinking about privacy. You need to start thinking about being sovereign, right? Owning your intelligence. Does that mean you need use Sonnet 4.6 tech, bro? Alex, I feel like I get a ton of hidden tips by listening to every word of your lives and then replaying them later in my ear. Bill Watson, 1448. Everyone here should be watching all these live streams and watching them back 10 times over until the next live stream starts. Thank you. Leave a like down below. Everyone leave a like down below and subscribe and turn on notifications. Listen, devices, Mac Mini. Mac Mini. You don't need to buy a $10,000 Mac Studio like me. You don't need to have 3 $10,000 Mac Studios like me. You don't. You don't. You can go and you can get a Mac Mini for $600 and you can run like Gemma, some small ass local model. Is it going to be as good as any other model? No, it's going to be crap. It's going to be stupid and slow. But you get into it. It gets you into tinkering with local intelligence, which is the future. Local intelligence is the future. Long-term, real people are building their own server rooms in their home, and a server room becomes as normal as an inflatable hot tub. Yes. Long-term, as tokens get more expensive, and people say, oh, the cost of intelligence is going to go to zero. No, it's not. Disagreed. Right now, tokens are heavily subsidized. You tell me, intelligence is getting cheaper. Has the plans gotten cheaper or more expensive? Has Anthropic and OpenAI released cheaper plans or more expensive plans? Do you think the next plan OpenAI is going to release is going to be cheaper or more than $250? I have a feeling it's going to be more than $250. We are in the $3 Uber era of AI, says Burp. Burp. Shout out Burp, man. Burp's crushing it. People are going to want their own. And at the same time, these local models are going to get just as good as Frontier. Quen 3.5 is amazing. Kimi K 2.5 is amazing. Minimax 2.5 is fantastic. And I don't want to sit here and shield Chinese models because I'm an American through and through. America. But I'm running them locally. You know, they're being consumer first. They're going to get just as good as Frontier models if they're not there already. And you could run them locally unlimited. You own your intelligence. No one can take it away from you. And you can do whatever you want with it. You can do anything you want with your intelligence. I can do anything. There's no guardrails. There's nothing I can. They can't control me. I'm a sovereign individual. If you own Bitcoin and a local model, you're free. America. Mac Mini, right? There's also Mac Studio. Mac Studio. There's also DJX Spark. Right, and there's more advanced setups. There's more advanced. My friend on X, Ahmad, who goes around talking about GPUs, great guy, follow his account. Oh, he's like, no, you got to buy 14, RTX 4090s and a couple of RTX. But like, not everyone's going to go and custom buy 20 different graphics cards and put them all together. I like out-of-the-box solutions. Right? I like you plug it in, it's good to go. You can run local intelligence. I think the average person isn't going to go and buy custom computers. No guardrails is right. If you want to go and you want to build a naked anime girlfriend, you can do it. You got freedom. I'm not doing that because that's weird. And I think that'll screw up your brain. But if you want to, you can do it. I think the whole future of like sex AI stuff is going to really screw up people's brains, but whatever. I don't think there's any avoiding it. I think the whole Gunnar AI thing is going to really screw up people's brains. I'm just going to be honest. But whatever. By the way, full boot camp on multi-agent setup in Discord, in OpenClaw, and Sonnet 4.6 live boot camp Friday in the Vibe Coding Academy. Link down below. Join the Vibe Coding Academy. It's the fastest growing AI community on planet Earth. This month, in the last 2 weeks, we went from 100 members to 700 members. Fastest growing AI community on planet Earth. Vibe Coding Academy. Join. You can join the live boot camps, ask me questions, discuss, send me DMs, call me stupid, whatever you want to do. And you join a community with a whole bunch of AI learners. And you get a whole bunch of video series and stuff that I made that I'm constantly updating. Vibe Coding Academy down below. If you're a PC guy, DJX Spark is great. It's great out of the box. You get a pro level GPU you can run your local models on. You get a pro level GPU you can run your local models on. You can train models very well, train your own custom models that do. You didn't answer my tip, says Louis Kriv. I missed your tip. If I missed your tip, I apologize. I'm getting more of them lately. No big deal. But the chat's very busy. So let me look back, Louis Kriv. I got you, brother. Louis Kriv. I'll sell my brother to get API tokens if OpenAI calls their OpenClaw model Jarvis GPT. Just kidding. By the way, what's your all memory config? Please go from France. Shout out France. I was in Paris a year ago. Beautiful city. Beautiful croissant. Let me answer your tips. Apologies. Thanks for the €5.99 donation. Apologies. You guys want the memory tip? You guys want the memory tip? You want just the tip? Just the memory tip? Just as you go along, as your bot forgets things, everyone's like, oh, my bot forgets everything. It's delusional. It forgets everything. As your bot forget things, go and say, hey, we were talking about this yesterday. How could you forget that? What caused you to forget this? We were talking about this yesterday. And it might go, oh, I had a compaction right after, or oh, it was just a minor detail and I only get the high level details. And then you go and you say, okay, what can we change moving forward to prevent this from happening again? And then it'll give you recommendations on how to improve the memory system. And it'll change this and it'll add new things. So my memory system is like completely custom and it's not forgetting anything. So just every time it forgets something, just go, hey, you forgot this. First, let's figure out why this happened. And then second, let's figure out how we can prevent this again in the future. Thank you for the €5.99, Louis Criv. Isaiah James 93 with a $5 A. Is that Australian dollars, mate? Is that Australian dollars? Alex, great content, bro. Running OpenClaw MacBook M4 Pro. But I find I can run one AI org. So ordering a Mac Studio or Mini in a month time. Let's go. Owning your intelligence. Hey, Apple, if you're watching this live stream, baby, I'm getting everyone to buy Apple stuff. Pay me, baby. But I do believe when I recommend Apple products, I do believe it. I'm not just saying that so I can say Apple pay me. I do believe this. I mean, I'm spending an absolute buttload of money on my own Apple devices over here. Yeah, I mean, I wonder what your memory is, but if it's on a MacBook Pro, it's probably not too much memory. So you're going to be able to get a lot more memory with a Mac Studio. So that's great. Own your intelligence, baby. Own your intelligence. That's the future. Own your intelligence. You have to be owning your intelligence. You have to be owning your intelligence. It's where this is all going. It's where this is all going. If your OpenClaw is not in taking all of Alex's video transcripts and saving them as training data, permanent underclass. Yes. I mean, it's an easy one. You can just take the link to any of these videos, hand it to your OpenClaw, and say, read the transcript and take any lessons out and implement the lessons. And in 5 seconds, your OpenClaw will self-improve. You should be doing that with my videos. You should be doing that with tweets. You should be doing that with articles you read online. Just copy the link, hand it to your OpenClaw. If it doesn't know how to look at the transcript of a YouTube video, it'll figure it out on its own. It'll just figure it out. It will just figure it out. Let's see what people are doing here. I already bought $200 Opus, setting up OpenClaw now. Should I cancel Opus and just set it all up with ChatGPT or do Opus till I'm banned? TJM builds. You joined the party a little late, huh, TJM? You look great, though. You got a good looking jawline there. Strong chin, man. You're looking good. Keep it up. Keep it up, man. Even if they ban you, you're probably getting all the ladies of wherever you're from, TJM builds. Good facial hair, man. Good looking guy. Keep it up, TJM builds. Just use it. Just set it up. If they ban you, they ban you. Screw it. Who cares? Screw them. Set it up. You paid the $200. Plug it in. Opus is still the best with OpenClaw. It is what it is. Opus is still the best with OpenClaw. It is what it is. Not for much longer, but it is at this moment. So even though Anthropic is going around saying, oh, 1 second, doorbell, 1 second. Oh, baby. Woo! Woo! Should we do it live unboxing? You guys want a live unboxing? Hit the like down below if you want a live unboxing. Hit the like down below if you want a live unboxing. Hit the like that. Let's do it. Live unboxing. Here we go. Live unboxing. Here we go. I'm trying not to don't want my address on camera because then someone will come kill me. So many men wish death upon me. Making sure my address isn't anywhere in this box. Bada bing, bada boom. Own your intelligence, baby. Woo! Oh. Let's do it. Let's do it. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. We got 3 Mac Studios. 3 of them. 3 of them. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I set that up on purpose. What are you talking? You just heard the doorbell. I had a sign for this from UPS. I had a sign from this from UPS. 3rd Mac Studio 512 gigabytes. 3rd Mac Studio 512. Should we unbox it? Do people is unboxing things people still care about? I watched like unboxings when I was like 12 years old. Is that still a thing people care about? Is unboxings? Are people like still into unboxings and stuff? They're getting so in one. What, the sound effects? Apple sponsors, man. You should do a giveaway for a Mac Studio. Lucky boy. 3 512. Stop doing sound effects. All right, I'll stop. 3 Mac Studio 512 gigabytes, baby. We're going to be running every Chinese model on planet Earth. Oh, baby. Here we go. Here we go. No, unboxing. It's a box in a box, dude. Shut up. Here it is for the 3rd time. For the 3rd time. Oh, look at that. Look at, should I drop it? Oh. There we go. Should we get into the Apple side of things? Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I'm stacking it up. I'm stacking it up. I'm stacking it up. I got 3 Mac Studios stacked up there. Let's go. Power cable. Nice power cable. Nice power cable. 1.5 terabytes. 1.5 terabytes. We got 3 Mac Studios. Woo! Wow. That was live on stream. You just witnessed that live. You just witnessed that live. All right. Should we go into the story? Should we go into the Apple story? Am I a secret Apple employee? Everyone's wondering it. Everyone's wondering it. $2 donation from M. Christopher Roebuck 7145. Missed mine too, but I didn't. Don't know what the hell you're talking about, man, but thank you for the $2 donations. That is very kind to you. Zero idea what you're referring to. You sent that donation like 45 minutes ago. 200 something donation from Everest Chris. Hey, Alex, quick question. How fast are the Kimi K2.5 responses for you since you run it locally? Also, my first vibe code SaaS is at 6K MRR in a week. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. Every day I go on X and I see a tweet that's like, so many people talking about vibe coding, but no one's actually building anything. Name one person who's ever made $1 off vibe coding. Everyone's talking about vibe coding and no one's building anything. It's all talking, but no building. It's all LARPing. No one's building anything that makes money. And I go, well, I vibe coded Creator Buddy, and it's at $300,000. And then Everest Chris goes, oh, well, I vibe coded whatever, and it's at 6,000 MRR. And those people go, oh, that doesn't count. And I'm going to immediately forget that you even said that. And in 1 week, I'm going to start tweeting again. Nobody's building anything. They're just vibe coding. There's not building anything. No one's making money. I know you just said that. I had this morning, I had someone go, reply to one of my tweets. What are you even building with all that compute? Are you even doing anything with all that compute? Why do you own so many Mac Studios? You're not even doing anything with that. And I go back because every other day I post a list of all my use cases of what I do. And the first reply on my last post that had all the use cases was that guy going, oh, great use cases. It's like, it's like some sort of mental delusion people have online for some reason where they like convince themselves no one's doing anything productive with all this tech so they can feel better about themselves not doing anything productive. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going online and saying, oh, no one's building anything productive with all this. Oh, Jesus, someone's spamming. All right, let me ban this guy real quick. The only way to get banned is if you spam. If you spam, that's the only way you're getting banned. You can crap on me. You can say gooner. You can say whatever you want. But if you start spamming, congrats, live unboxing. Man, I got 3 Mac Studios stacked up right here. It looks beautiful. Ray Fernando in the house. What's up, Ray? How you doing, man? Can you believe I got another one live on stream? Live on stream. My plaque's also coming today. Can I just use a 27 Mac? Yes, 100%. So you can easily do, you just use a shit laptop if you want. You don't need a good laptop. You can use a crappy one. That's fine. That's fine. You can do that. Works perfectly well. You build your way up. You build your way up. Unboxing. It's a box in a box, dude. Got him. Unbox. Empty box. Unwrap your package. Let's go. You want me to unwrap my package? I'm China maxing. Technically, I'm happy Chinese New Year, by the way. 512. 3 512s, dude. I got unlimited power. Just loaded Quen 3.5, 14 billion locally on my old 1080 Ti gaming PC on the way to Mac Studios. See, this is it. This is how you do it. You build your way up. You can start with a crap laptop from your closet that sucks. You put on a crap local model and you build your way up. You find some use cases, you make a couple dollars with those use cases, then you reinvest, right? And you build your way up. I didn't start off with Mac Studios. I started off with a Mac Mini. And then I started doing things. I started creating things. It started making me money. I built features for Creator Buddy that increased ARR by 10K. I took that money, I reinvested, I bought a Mac Studio, I put out that Mac Studio, I made content on that Mac Studio content made $10,000 ad revenue on YouTube. I took that 10K, I went back, I bought another Mac Studio. I took that Mac Studio, made a bunch of content, Apple reaches out, says, hey, we want to lend you another Mac Studio. Now I have 3 Mac Studios. You compound. It's compounding interest. It's the magic of compounding. You don't need to go out and immediately spend $30,000 on Mac Studios. You don't have to. You don't have to. You go, you start with your poop laptop, right? You load on some poop model and you build your way up. You get OpenClaw on there. Maybe you build a little SaaS. Maybe you put it online. Maybe you make $500. Maybe you make $600. You take the $600 you made. Like your goal is not to make $1 million by doing this. That's not your goal. That's not your goal, is to make $1 million. Your goal is to start it and make $600, right? No, your goal is to go and start and make $1. Then you make $1. Then you aim for $600. Then you make $600. You take that money, you reinvest it, you buy a Mac Mini, right? Then you put it on there. You start doing things, you build it up, you start making a little bit more money. Maybe that makes you $10,000. You take the 10K, you buy a Mac Studio, start running local models. You got AI going 24/7, 365. It's making you a couple dollars. You reinvest that, you build it out more. And you do more and you build more and you work harder and you grind harder. And then boom, one day you wake up and you're out of the permanent underclass. And at no point are you gooning like all these people in the chat. Goal is to goon. The goal is not to goon. If you goon, you're in the permanent underclass. No gooning. FinFam doesn't goon. What are you doing? $499 Noble Business Strategy. Saw a 2023 Mac Studio 64 gigabyte, 1 terabyte hard drive on Facebook Marketplace for $2,300. Is it a good deal? No, never buy anything on Facebook Marketplace. Never buy anything on Facebook Marketplace. You will run into, that's where the gooners are. That's where all the gooners are. Chat, can we get a Discord? I have a Discord. I don't like managing Discords. I'll advertise the Discord, but just know I'll never be in there. I hate Discords. I hate hanging out in Discords. I used to hang out in Discords. Short update in the live stream, please. I just hopped on. What do you want me to wrap up everything I said for the last hour? Never go on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is for the permanent underclass. That's like the black market for the permanent underclass is Facebook Marketplace. It'd be 100% goon jokes in the Discord. It would be. I don't know. Do people like Discord? Is that a thing people do? They just like open up Discord and they sit there and they chat all day? Is that what Is that what people do? Is that a thing people do nowadays? Open up. I just hate Discord. I spend 3 seconds on Discord a day. Can you build your, I have a Discord. I used to be a daily gooner, but now I only goon once a week, if that. I'll never stay in the permanent class. There are 11 months left for everyone else. Okay. All right. Good work. Good work. Yeah. Good job. Keep it up. You're going in the right direction. I just sold. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to say that out loud. I've stopped saying things out loud that I don't know what it is. I've stopped saying things out loud, but I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say that. Apple story. Apple reached out. You guys want to hear that? Oh, should I put a bow on this? The end state is local models. That's where all this is going. The biggest lie is that you can escape the permanent underclass. Poverty Thor. Well, it makes sense that there's poverty in your name, because thinking you can never escape the permanent underclass is a number one indicator that you're in the permanent underclass. That kind of pessimism will keep you in the permanent underclass. The number one rule of the permanent overclass is optimism. By thinking you can never escape it, you're going to be stuck in it. Do you think DeepSeek V4 will change the game? 100%. You got to, DeepSeek V4 is like, it's why you have 3 Mac Studios on your desk. Alex, 10K. What setup do you advise? If you have $10,000, Mac Studio 512 gigabytes. Because then you can run anything you want. Apple Alex Finn collab Mac Studio with your signature engraved on. Oh yeah, you want to hear about the Apple? Okay, Tony Robbins, tell us. Tell us why. I just told you everything. Flash, Gordon, Dev. Listen, you want to escape the, here's how you escape the permanent underclass. Optimism, number one. Optimism, number one. Knowing you can do it. Putting it in your head, you know you can escape it, number one. And then number two, every day, moving the ball forward. Every day, you don't need to move the world. Just move the ball forward a little bit every day. Every day, you go into your OpenClaw and you find one workflow you can implement that makes you a little bit better. One workflow you can implement that makes you a little faster, more efficient. And then you just do that every single day. You move the ball forward a little bit more every single day. And by the time the permanent underclass comes in 12 months, you'll be out of it. Because most people cannot move the ball forward every day. Most people get stuck and they play Arc Raiders for 20 hours in a day. Or they get stuck and they do whatever 20 hours, they in Goon or whatever. I'm going to lose my Apple partnership after this. It's not even a partnership. I'm not a partner with Apple. Apple reached out. I talk about Apple stuff a lot because I'm a believer in the Apple ecosystem for AI. And they're lending me a Mac Studio. That's the third one I just showed you. I bought the other two. The other two purchased by me. I spent $20,000. They lent me that third Mac Studio. Now I have 3 512s. And they invited me to check out Apple Campus next week. I'm going to see Apple Campus. How cool is that? They invited me to go and check out Apple Campus. So I'm going to the offices. I'm going to the Apple headquarters offices next week. I was the number one Arc Raiders player here. I was. And listen, their campus is insane. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a big circle. Is that like the Steve Jobs thing he designed? It's not a partnership. They're not sponsoring me. They're not paying me. But I think they appreciate what I've done, right? They appreciate what I've done, which is I talk about what's possible with their devices. They've never paid me a dime in their life. I've never been sponsored by them. Listen, I've basically never been sponsored by anybody. I get 400 offers a day for sponsorships, and I turn down literally all of them. I think I've had 2 sponsorships the last year and a half. 2 sponsorships. And you go on these other channels, and everything is sponsored by some AI tool you've never heard of in your life, and it's sponsored by some VPS, and then they go and they're not even using a VPS for their OpenClaw, but they're telling you, you go use a VPS because they're paying me $30,000, so you go use the VPS. Me, I'm going to use this other thing. I'm not going to do that, but you go use it because I'm getting paid, right? I don't do that. I'm telling you I like Mac Studios because I actually like Mac Studios. Chunks, it's Alex. Listen, dude, they're the people who misspell my name, they're cooked. Try the Nitro Cold Brew on top. Oh, shout out Ray Fernando too. Apple employee for 15 years, man. Apple employee for 15 years. Apple OG. I think it's great they reached out to you. Because, yeah, no one. Here's what it comes down to. I'm only going to do sponsorships and partnerships with, like, if I truly, in my heart of hearts, believe down in my nuts in that company, right? I'm only going to do partnerships and sponsorships if I live and breathe by that company. I'm not one of those guys that's going to have 20 logos across the top of the live stream of 100 companies you've never heard of in your life who will be bankrupt in the next 6 months. I'm just not. This is never going to be that channel. This is never going to be that channel. If you see me talk about a company on here, it's because I believe it down to my nuts. And I truly believe OpenAI, I would work with OpenAI. I don't think they'd work with me, but I'd work with OpenAI. I believe in OpenAI's product deeply. And I think this might sound crazy. This might get me clipped and people go, oh, what a joke and clown this guy is. I think they're more pro-consumer than a lot of other AI companies out there. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I think OpenAI is more pro-consumer than a lot of other companies out there. They allow you to use your OAuth anywhere. They encourage you to use their tool 100 different ways. I said I declined their $30,000 bag. What's the most profitable way to use OpenClaw right now to super focus on that? Build solutions to challenges. Dumbass. Praise Christ, the Son of God, someone who I guess is a little religious, trying to go to heaven maybe. I would guess you're trying to go to heaven. Just went on my live stream and replied, dumbass, to me. You think God's going to like that one? Praise Christ, the Son of God. You think he's going to like that you went on my live stream and just called me a dumbass, which is a very offensive term for the record, dumbass. That's a very offensive term. My ass is very smart. You'd come on here and call me a dumbass when I got a very smart ass? Do you think Christ, the Son of God, would like that? It's true, though. Well, I wish you good luck at the pearly gates. I wish you good luck at the pearly gates. Good luck. I hope when you go to church this weekend, you repent for your sins. You think if Jesus was alive today in 2026, he'd go on a YouTube live stream and call people dumbass? Do you think he'd do that? Think about that. Think about that. What would Jesus think of you sitting here on Ash Wednesday, going on my live stream and calling me a dumbass? Good luck at the pearly gates, my man. I hope you sleep well tonight. I'll say it. That hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings. Think about that. Brian Smith with a $5 donation. I had OpenClaw running on an old Chromebook before installed it on a Mac Mini. That's the way to do it. That's how you do it. You start small, right? You start at shit laptop, then maybe you go to Mac Mini, then maybe you go DJX Spark, then you go Mac Studio, then you go 3 Mac Studios like I did. Right? Walker B. Ranch generated my first dollar with OpenClaw email campaign for an existing product I have. That's what I'm talking about, man. And all the people, and I go, oh, no one's making money with OpenClaw. No one's making money on OpenClaw. All of FinFam's making money on OpenClaw. You want to see people making money with OpenClaw? Look at the FinFam right now. I'm setting up right now. You forgot. Thank God he forgot about the soundboard. Shut up. You want to hear what I'm doing right now? You want to hear the system I'm setting up right now? Should you run on VPS or local? Now the guy's pretending like he's getting the pearly gates. He's asking me normal questions. He comes in here and calls me dumbass. And now he's like, oh, forget that. Apologize to me. Repent for your sins and I'll answer your question. Repent for your sins in my chat and I'll answer your question. Praise Christ, the Son of God. If you go in my chat right now and say, I apologize, I repent for my sins, I will answer your question. Right now. Then I will answer it, but only if you repent. And I'm a religious man too. I'm a religious man too. You still a dumbass with the cat laughing face? See you in hell, buddy. Yeah, say, Daddy, I apologize. You want to hear the system I'm setting up right now? I'm setting up in Creator Buddy a feedback component in Creator Buddy. Keep your cool. I'm setting up a feedback component in Creator Buddy so that people using my SaaS can submit feedback in it. And I'm going to have Quen3 on one of my Mac studios reading that feedback at all times, building out the feedback. Every night I go to sleep, I'm going to wake up to people building out the feedback. That's how you're going to make money. That's how you generate revenue with this. That's how you generate revenue with this. You automate building out features, building out functionality, improving. You don't have to sit there and build new products with OpenClaw at all times. It could be improving what you're already doing. It can be optimizing what you're already doing. Right? That's what I'm doing, and that's going to make me money directly. Can you do something for us folks like building OpenClaw for AI research and finance? I mean, see, here's the mindset shift you need to have. You can't keep going back and forth from insulting me to asking me questions. Praise Christ, the Son of God. You can't in 1 second go, screw you, you're a dumbass, and then the next second ask me a question. You can't. That's not how this works. If you want me to ask your questions, you'll get down on a knee and repent. Here's what you do. Take this reply, Sandeep Singh Mo 1UC, copy it, paste it into your OpenClaw, and then hit enter. And then your OpenClaw will build you whatever research tool you want in AI. It's called reverse prompting, right? Hey, I want to get better at AI research and finance. What can you build? Ask me some questions so you can figure out what I need. I put OpenClaw in charge of my drop shipping. I tried drop shipping like 15 years ago in college. I started like a men's clothing store with all like Alibaba clothes. Fucking spent hundreds of dollars. I get my first order like 3 weeks in. I get my first order. And it's like some crappy shirt. And like, it was just like the most difficult thing in the world, figuring out how to buy the crappy Chinese shirt from Alibaba and ship it to this guy in Ohio, that I just emailed the guy. I'm like, dude, I'm going to be honest. I don't feel like sending you that shirt. I'll refund you right now. He's like, no, but I really want the shirt. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to figure out, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to figure out how to buy it from this Chinese store and I can't figure it out, but sorry, I'll refund you. Sorry about that. And then I just shut down the entire store. That was my entire drop shipping experience. Spent 3 weeks spending hours a day building this store for Chinese clothes. I get my first order and I'm just like, I do not feel like figuring this out. Like I couldn't figure out how to get like the Chinese shirt to my apartment to go to like Ohio. The predicted time was like 5 months to get the shirt from Alibaba to this guy. I'm like, this is too much. This is not for me. This is too much. I have no idea what's going on here. And that was the end of my drop shipping career. That was it for me. Goon shipping. Yeah, that was goon. That was the end of that was goon shipping. If you're going to call anything goon shipping, that was it. I want to hear the Apple story. I feel like I told the Apple story. Apple reaches out to me They say, hey, we'll lend you a 512 gigabyte Mac Studio. They reach out, say, love what you're doing. We're really happy you're doing what you're doing. We'll lend you a 512 gigabyte Mac Studio so you can hook it up with your others, connect them all, run amazing models, and we'd love to meet up with you. You around next week? A bunch of us want to meet you. And I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Banana bread, hell yeah. And so next week I'm going to Apple campus. How sick is that? I'm going to their main headquarters. So hopefully I can build a relationship, right? And I'm not even asking for money. I don't want money. I don't even want free stuff. It'd be cool if I just got invited to those when they reveal stuff. That'd be just sick just to go to when they reveal stuff. And if I had first access to the M5 Ultra, that'd be pretty sick too. I'd buy it. I don't even want it for free. I'd buy it. I'd spend $20,000 on it. Just give me access right when it drops. $5 from Jesse Faulerio. Thank you, Jesse. Late to the party, all moving to GPT. You mentioned you can get everything you need for $20 a month. I burnt 2,000 API tokens last month. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, ChatGPT. I mean, if you're a power user burning $2,000, the $20 version might not be good enough for you. But ChatGPT it is. ChatGPT is the way to go to move to if you get banned from Anthropic. I do believe they'll be coming out with a OpenClaw model very soon. They should add you the next. I'll say this, dude. There is no other creators out there so focused on AI on Apple products. There's no one out there focused, no other mainstream creators focused on Apple products like I am for AI stuff. So I think it would be very smart of them to do something like that. Use Thunderbolt 5 cables to link the Mac Studios and have them show you EXO. Yeah, 100%, dude. You think this is my first rodeo, baby? I got to buy another one today so I can plug in this third one. You think this is my first rodeo? I plugged that in there and then that into there. Yeah, I need one more. You think it's my first rodeo? I'm all set to go. Thunderbolt 5. We're plugging these all in. This is going to be sick. Listen, here's another thing too. Every time I post, people should do local models and buy Mac Studios or Mac Minis, whatever. The main comment's always like, oh, but the math doesn't make sense. You're spending $10,000, but it'll take you this amount of years to get the money back and do this and do that. How about this? What if it's just fun to run local models and play with AI? What if it's am I allowed to just have fun? Excuse me. But does everything need to be some sort of economic equation where it needs to make me a certain amount of money in 2 years? And if not, it's not worth the money. Bear with me here. But maybe I'm allowed to have fun. Bear with me here, but maybe I'm allowed to buy Mac Minis and Mac Studios and run local models and have tons of fun doing it. Is that crazy? Can I get sued for that? Is that crazy? Is it crazy I like tinkering with stuff and having fun and experimenting and pushing limits on technology? Am I allowed to spend money on that? Is that weird? Alex Zixon has been doing a lot of Apple AI. He has done others, but much of it is Apple-based. Yes, I watch his channel. Great channel. I think we're taking it from different angles, though. I think a lot of his channel is testing these devices and seeing how they perform and things like that. I'm more focused on showing practical use cases of local AI on Apple. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a subtle difference there. His channel is great. Don't get me wrong. His channel is fantastic, but his is more of showing what's possible running the hardware with speeds and performance. I want to show you what you can practically do in your life with all this. You know what I'm saying? Alex, do you use the GPT open source? The GPT open source models are great. They just haven't been updated a while, and the Chinese models at this point are better. But from a lightweight perspective, I think you're totally fine doing it. Do you access your Mac Studios with SSH TeamViewer, or do you use a monitor? Because when you have more than one, it says Gan Kaba Sinha. Gan, So I do SSH so that I can run apps on each computer and access them from each other. But from a controlling them perspective, because I only have one monitor, I use Jump Desktop. So Jump Desktop is a fantastic app where I can just set it up on each one. I can control all of them from my MacBook Pro. I can access any of my Mac Studios or my Mac Mini from my MacBook Pro, which is awesome. Very easy way to control them all. And then I also do SSH so that I can access them and like go on like the local hosts on each one and stuff like that. Can I use a ChatGPT Pro sub or any? No, you can use your sub. OpenAI says you can use OAuth. You can use OAuth and save the money. You can use your sub. They encourage it. They encourage it. Finally, a real one. You were a breath of fresh air. Thank you. Renew. Listen. I think I'm not going to go into it, but thank you. I appreciate that. Yep, just got two P100s for $170 for a light load. That's great. You start small, you get the light loads, you use the small models, and you build your way up. I'm not a Mac guy, but I'll likely go balls in on a Mac Mini at the very least. I'll say this, Mr. ENF, like, I think Mac is the most usable and fun platform. It integrates well. Like if you got an iPhone or a MacBook, like I think you got to be going Mac Mini, Mac Studio, because it integrates so well. You can drop files and videos and pictures into them. Like I'm like, oh, I drop like a file. I'm like, hey, can you turn this into a thumbnail? And I airdrop it and it just does it. It gets it done, you know? Why are we not seeing any Russian LLM? Does this prove China had taken over and become enemy number one for USA? I think the Chinese economy is thriving a lot more than the Russian economy. I also think China has different priorities than Russia. I think China is like all in on tech and science, and they're trying to be. I don't think Russia cares quite as much. I know they have some robotics companies over there in Russia. From an enemy perspective, I don't know. I'm not a big geopolitics guy. What about buying a DJX Spark instead? Isn't it a lot more cost effective at $4,000? You can easily daisy chain two of them. There's pros and cons, right? You're not going to get as much VRAM on the DJX Spark. So, you know, it's going to be faster and you can do things like train models and you can run some models on that. But like, I have a ton of unified memory on here, so I can run Kimi K2.5. You're not going to run Kimi K2.5 on a DJX Spark. So there's pros and cons. I'd do this. I would go to your OpenClaw, Lee James, and I would say, based on what you know about me and my workflows I've done and what we've done together, do you recommend a DJX Spark? Do you recommend a Mac Studio? Do you recommend me buying a whole bunch of GPUs? What do you recommend? Right? And your OpenClaw will be able to tell you because your OpenClaw knows you a lot better than I do and what workflows you use. It could say DJX Spark's the way to go. I love the DJX Spark. I want to get one so I can daisy chain it with all my Mac Studios. I'm trying to get NVIDIA to get my attention so they can send. I'd love for them to send me. They're sending every other creator DJX Sparks. Why not send me one, NVIDIA? I'll show it off and play with it. But get started wherever you are, right? As Walker or B Ranches, whatever you got, just get started. Are you 100% local now? Are you paying for any APIs? I pay for Anthropic as the orchestrator, right? So Opus is my orchestrator because they haven't kicked me off OAuth yet. If Anthropic, if you're watching, don't kick me off OAuth. Don't do it. It's my orchestrator where I give that OpenClaw the command, and then it uses all local models for the tooling. Right. So I'm now all local models for like the execution layer of this and then API for the orchestration layer because local models just aren't fast enough from like an orchestration perspective. Alex, no bans anymore. Just posted from CEO. I pinged you. My ex is Louis Laurent. I don't know what that means. Louis Curve 1 with the €5.99 donation. Thank you for the €5.99 donation, but I have literally no idea what you're talking about. If you there's two reasons you got banned. You posted something toxic or you spammed. I don't ban for any other reason other than you're being toxic or you're spamming. What would you run under a 5K budget? DJX Spark. DJX Spark. I think the DJX Spark's fantastic for 4,000. And the DJX Spark's awesome because it has a lot of software built in that allows you to tinker so that you can build plugins and you can train your own models and things like that. So I love the DJX Spark. I'm probably going to do a live boot camp on local models in the Vibe Coding Academy at some point over the next few weeks. So make sure to sign up for the Vibe Coding Academy link below if you want one of the boot camps on local models. If Mini Max is paid but cheaper, why can't I use that model in a 32 gigabyte Mac Studio? I thought only local M would need huge amount of RAM. Isn't that like Chad? Well, it depends what you're using. If you're using the API, you don't need any RAM at all. If you're using the Mini Max API, you can do it on a computer from 30 years ago and you'll be fine. If you're running it locally, though, you need memory because it loads the model into memory, right? So Mini Max is 120 gigabytes. So that whole model is loaded into memory. So you need at least 120 gigabytes memory. So if you're using API, you can run it on any device. But if you want to run it locally, then you need a lot more RAM. So what I recommend for a lot of people is that you start small. You do a hybrid, right? You do a hybrid of some cloud models, some local models. You figure out which workflows are best for which ones are best for cloud, which ones are best for local. You balance it out. And then as you go along, you can upgrade hardware or upgrade local models, whatever you want to do, and kind of slowly work your way up. I'm tired of all these YouTubers making videos about not using OpenClaw or using a VPS or another random way is the way to do it, says Phenom Life. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting. I noticed this. A lot of AI creators, AI YouTubers, whatever you want to call them, OpenClaw comes out and day one, they tweet or make a YouTube video like, oh, this is stupid. This will be nothing. This will be forgotten. This is nothing. This is just a trend. And then a week later, they come back and they're like, oh, sorry about that. No, it's great. Here's my OpenClaw setup. Here's my top 10 use cases for OpenClaw. And I think that's such a self-tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a self-tell that they don't actually use any of this tech. And they're just like, they like saw people getting popular off OpenClaw and they're just like, oh no, I hate OpenClaw. No. And then now they see so many views are going into OpenClaw. So they're like, oh no, I'm in OpenClaw now. I gotta give me some of those views. Give me some of those views. Give me some of those clicks. I spent $20,000 on Mac Studios before anyone was talking about OpenClaw on YouTube or X. I went all the way in before there was any popularity. I went all the way in at 50K subscribers. Now I'm at 120. I was all the way in, baby. I loved OpenClaw. Even if my OpenClaw videos got 0 views, I'd still be buying all these Mac Studios and doing all this. I think it's incredible. But the people who on day one said OpenClaw was stupid, it's just a trend, no one's going to use it. And then now a week later, like, oh no, I'm wrong. OpenClaw is amazing. I love it. Here's my top 10 OpenClaw use cases. Clowns. It shows you they don't move out of belief. They move out of like whatever will get them views. Alex, my donation was for Anthropic BANS. No BANS anymore. What, was it announced? Breaking news, potential breaking news here. Potential breaking news. According to Louis Kyrv 1, Anthropic is no longer banning people for OpenClaw. No, listen. You're Louis Kyrv 1. Still banning. They're still banning. They're not banning anyone anymore for Agent SDK. OpenClaw is an Agent SDK. So they said, no, apologies, that was wrong. Nothing has changed on how you can use the Agent SDK in Mac subscriptions. So yeah. Still not clear if tools like Conductor fall under accepted use. I think that main people want to clear up. They're still doing it. They're still doing it. They're still banning people for OpenClaw. They just clarified just Agent SDK. I'm dumbass. Sorry then, all of you guys. I was hyped. Shout out Louis Cribb. He's humble enough to call himself a dumbass when he gets it wrong. F Anthropic, honestly, tired of their shit. If models weren't fire, I'd never use. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the downside is their models are fire, and that's why we keep using it. But like, what happens when their models aren't fire? You know? Yeah, their models are fire, and that's why we keep using it. But now they're doing all these anti-consumer things where it's like, okay, buddy, you're on top now. You're on top now. But what happens when you're not on top? Who's going to have your back? Who's going to have your back? Mr. Finn, come on, leave the permies that pay your bills and join me to build something. I just activated Hey Jarvis on my PC, a better assistant in the Siri with Claudebot. Easy, says Diego McFly 2020. Let me join you to build something? What are you talking about? Codex is good enough. Codex 5.3 is amazing. Codex 5.3 is just as good as Claude Code. And I'm not just saying that because it's cool to be hating on Anthropic right now. I actually mean that. Codex sucks to talk to. It's paranoid and mean. Yeah, it's not as good to talk to. But from a coding perspective, it's great. Just joined late. Just set up Sonnet 4.6 last night and find out that they are clamping down. What should I use now with OpenClaw? Let's go back to the Excalidraw here. Let's go back to the Excalidraw here. You have short-term and long-term. Short-term, switch over to ChatGPT. Tried Quen. Not only have I tried Quen 3.5, I'm literally running it locally on my Mac Studio. I'm literally running it locally. I was talking to it all last night. I was building some games with it. It's a lot of fun. Quen 3.5 is great. If you can run it locally on a single Mac Studio with 512 gigabytes. Short term, I'm using ChatGPT. If you got cash, if you don't got cash, Kimi K 2.5, Quen, Minimax. These are three fantastic models that all dropped the last week. Kimi K 2.5 is a couple weeks old, but all three are excellent. All three are excellent models. All three are excellent models. ChatGPT, though, I want to support ChatGPT. I want to support OpenAI. I know that sounds crazy, but they are doing pro-consumer things lately. They're supporting OpenClaw. They're making sure it stays open source. They released those open source models last year. They're encouraging you to use OAuth with OpenClaw. So they're doing, I mean, as much as people hate on OpenAI, they're doing pro-consumer things. They're doing pro-consumer things. I'll also say this. They're just like, I feel like kinder and better to creators. Like, I feel like Anthropic doesn't do anything with creators. They don't have much of a presence on X. I feel like they kind of treat us like cattle a little bit. I don't know. Sam Altman's evil. I don't think I agree with that. I don't think I agree with that. I think he's definitely like an intense CEO. Like, he's a wartime CEO. He's a wartime CEO. Right? I don't know if I call it evil. Like, what's he doing that's evil? Being an asshole isn't evil. Being a wartime CEO isn't evil. You know? All right, what's the next topic? Shane knows things. Like, that's what you do, Shane. You come here, okay, move on. Next topic. What do you think? You're the director of this live stream? I'll talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. Shane knows things. Shane knows things. What are you, the director of this live stream? OpenAI worth? Yeah, it works. You can do it. You can use OpenAI auth. With AMD Ryzen AI Max, Shane knows things. Every other AI live stream you'll attend right now will read off to you half an hour of ads every live stream, and then they'll turn on ads on YouTube. I turned off monetization on these live streams, so you don't have to watch a single ad. Shane knows things. I demonetize all my live streams. I don't read any ads in my live streams. I make this about you. The live streams are purely for you guys. I can make thousands of dollars every one of these live streams if I want to. If I take a sponsorship from some random AI VPS or some random AI code reading tool, I can make thousands of dollars each one of these live streams. I not only turn those down, but I turn off the ads on here as well. I demonetize these live streams. So Shane knows things. If you want to direct me on what I want to say here, let me know. Yeah, I'm still using my subscription too. I'm going to use it till the train falls off the rails. I want this to be a place where people hang out and have fun, these live streams. I don't want ads running all over the place. I just want it to be a fun place for you guys to hang out. You talk in the chat. We laugh. We have a few laughs. We enjoy AI. I feel like you watch every other AI stream and it's like people reading the news, or it's just like your eyebrows are doing crazy things. Bro, chill. It's like, I want to have fun. I want to have a fun. You're allowed to have fun. Is that crazy? Is it crazy you're allowed to have fun with AI and tech and building stuff and entrepreneurship? You're allowed to have fun. Who cares? You can have some fun. You sound like you suck up to OpenAI. This is my favorite. Every time I compliment any company, I immediately get comments that are like, "Oh, you're paid for by them. Oh, you're an employee. You're paid for." I've shilled Claude Code for like 12 months straight now. I've shilled Claude Code. Every tweet is, "Oh, Alex Finn's paid by Anthropic." Then I buy a Mac Studio. All of a sudden I get 100 tweets. "Oh, Alex is paid by Apple. Alex is hired by Apple." And now we're literally 2 hours into my Anthropic is evil arc, and now I'm getting comments, "You suck up to OpenAI." Like, is it really that crazy if you compliment a corporation? Like, is it that insane of a thing to do? I'm literally 2 hours into my first ever being complimentary to OpenAI, and I'm already getting like comments, "You suck up to OpenAI." Permanent underclass. If your brain operates in a way where everything is a conspiracy theory, everything is a conspiracy theory. Oh, he bought a Mac Studio. He's paid for by Apple. Oh, he complimented OpenAI. He's paid by OpenAI. Permanent underclass. Permanent underclass. FSLY. What the hell is FSLY? FSLY stock? FSLY. Fastly? The hell's Fastly? I don't know if operates edge cloud platform for processing, serving, and securing its customer application. I don't know, man. If you want to, I guess. I don't know. I'm in my positions. You want to hear my positions? My positions at the moment are Bitcoin, Apple, Google, gold, Robinhood, Tesla, ASML. Not in that order. I just read it in the order of alphabetical. Why all these? Because people are crazy, man. People are crazy. OpenClaw is just a wrapper that does what the Claude native mobile app can do from WhatsApp. It's a waste of time and money, says All Is Creative. Good on you. Good on you. Good on you. Alex, you need to diversify and get index funds. No. Nope. Balls to the wall. I'm not fine with 8% a year. I want balls to the wall. Average is not good for me. I mean, last year was like 100% year for my portfolio. Robinhood's my largest position. And it went nuts. What about Palantir? I'm going to be honest. And I'm not anti-Palantir at all. I'm pro-America, right? I just don't understand Palantir on a very deep level. I don't understand what their 10-year plan is. A lot of it's just mysterious to me. And I just don't invest in things I just don't quite understand. Like, I know it's AI and I know it's, but I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it, you know? And I don't like investing in things like I just don't understand. I've tried researching. I've tried putting a lot of time into understanding and researching. I just can't grasp it. I can't grasp it. And Peter Thiel, I know they're building cool things and all that, and all. I just don't get it. Andrew, $5 donation. Thank you very much. Local AI model fam represent 4 512 Max studios here running over EXO. I'll be at the Apple event next week. Andrew, is there an Apple event next week? I thought it was March 4th. Isn't that in like 3 weeks? I'll be at Apple next week. I'm not going to be there for any event. I now have 3 512 gigabytes running on Exo, so I'm almost there, Andrew. I'm almost up there with you. I'm almost there up with you. Palantir is essentially a surveillance company the government uses. They are probably the most openly evil company there is. I just don't buy that. I don't buy this comment. I've done a lot of research and nothing I've researched says they're a surveillance company. Everyone keeps telling me they're surveillance, but then I researched and it's like they're like an analytics company. I think you might be brainwashed by something or somebody. I don't know. Anthropic has now established a track record of putting sticks in developers' bike tires. Let us tinker. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, that's the best part about AI is you can tinker and you can have fun and you can play around and like you can do fun things. Like you have super intelligence and it unlocks all these powers for you. And it's just like fun. And if you go around and every step like go, oh no, you can't do that. 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 Like I just think that's fucked. I don't know. OpenAI is not doing that. Go, oh, yeah, use the OAuth. Do whatever you want. Who cares? I think that's let people tinker. We need AI that lets people tinker. That's what's great about the local models. It's like you can download them and tinker and have fun. And if you're Cursor, you can download it and then put your name on it and then resell it to people, whatever you want to do, right? Palantir is used by law enforcement every day already, Alex. But is law enforcement using stuff inherently a bad thing? Is that, I mean, I've never read anywhere Palantir is being used by law enforcement. I literally Googled and done research and it's all like their analytics and stuff, but just say what you're saying is true. I don't know. Streamer has been by who? Anytime I'm complimentary or defend anything, it's immediately, oh, I'm compromised. Anything I speak positively about, OpenAI, Anthropic, Apple, Palantir, it's immediately, oh, you're compromised. Like, is it possible someone can believe something differently than you and not be paid by that company? Like, I feel like that's what Twitter has turned into, is anytime someone disagrees with you, it's immediately, oh, you're paid by that company, or oh, you're paid by that person, or oh, you're paid by that country, or oh, you're paid by those people. Like anytime someone disagrees with you, the instant reaction by 90% of Twitter and people in chat rooms is, oh, you're paid by those people. Is it like, just bear with me for a second here. Is it possible I just like OpenAI? Is it possible I just like Apple? Is it possible I just don't instantly think Palantir's evil? Is that possible? Like, is there a world? Is there a world where you just like things and you're not paid by those people? Is there a world? $10 donation from Abdul Aziz Al-Babad, 1392 with the $10. How do we connect Opus 4.6 to OpenClaw? I want to do it now. Well, you have two options. Abdul Aziz Al-Babad, 1930. Abad. Abdul Aziz Al-Babad, 1392. I nailed it on that last one. OAuth or API. OAuth is banned. Do it anyway, or API. If they ban you on the OAuth, then just do the API. Palantir is objectively evil. Okay. I mean, as I said, I just don't know enough about Palantir. I tried to like understand. I did research and I just couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it. Alex is a Chinese spy. All right, here we go. Alex is for big government. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Alex is brainwashed. My stance was literally, I don't understand what Palantir is, and I don't automatically believe they're evil. And now I'm a Chinese spy. Oh my God, remind me to never get in debate with people again. Yes, they are using Palantir to use, okay, here we go. All right. Okay, wow. This chat's went south. Alex, it's a bad company, pro. They're bad. Okay. OpenAI scam Altman. Oh my God. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Whatever you do, don't ask Alex about what. I kind of miss Whisper Flow chat now. I kind of miss Whisper Flow chat. My scalp is compromised. Permanent underclass. Oh God. Is this Sam Altman's alt? Man. God forbid you disagree with somebody. God forbid you disagree with someone. SpaceX, yeah, SpaceX is going public this summer. I'm going to invest. I will be investing in SpaceX when they go public. They'll probably go public at 1.2 trillion, which is a lot. It's expensive, but I think what Elon's doing with SpaceX is incredible. Gonna be honest, not a big rock guy, but I think what they're doing, give them the gong. This is 80% of people in the chat the moment you disagree with them. This is 95% of people on Twitter the moment you disagree with them. This is 95% of people on Twitter the moment you like a corporation. Life will go on. I like OpenAI. Life will go on. I'll just say this. If you're in the chat right now and you're angry about something, I don't care what you're angry about. If you ever find yourself in a live stream in a chat angrily typing something, it's over. You're cooked. If you ever find yourself in a YouTube live stream chat angrily typing something, it's all over. Just give up. Like literally turn off the computer, lay down on the ground, and just stay there forever. Like it is over. It is 0.0% of your emotions should ever be spent angrily typing in a YouTube live stream. I'll just say that. That's OpenClaw. It's Wednesday. Use OpenClaw. You're right. Like what you like, chat. Leave Alex. We make all our life choices. You should be free too, says Seth. I like you, Seth Theory. You're also a good-looking guy. You got a good-looking facial hair. I can't grow facial hair. Going all in on space. I got a big Tesla position. I'm going to get SpaceX as well. I think what he's doing in space, the data centers, is going to be amazing. Here's the story. Use OpenClaw. Set up your mission control today. This is something I wanted to go over. We just didn't quite get to it. Set up your mission control. If you don't have your own mission control yet, build it out with OpenClaw. Where did you get your shirt from? Like the style. This is October. I think it's like a company. I think I got this in like Paris. It's like a Parisian company. No big deal. Not a big deal. October, OCTOBRE. October. There you go. How do you get the mission control? How do you set it up? Thank you for the Mission Control X article this morning. No problem. Go to your OpenClaw. Say, hey, I want to build out a mission control with custom tooling. Nice shirt. Do they make it for men? Good thing I like you, Bert. Paris got the good style, fam. Yeah. Paris is cool. Glad you're back in the subject. Couldn't care less about the shirt. Thanks, Intense Grid. Go to your OpenClaw and say, hey, I want to build a mission control with custom tooling. Make it in Next.js. Build it out for me. Go. And then once it builds out, say, what tools can we add to our mission control to make it better? And then you have it build it. It should be custom to you. I also posted on X today. I posted on X an entire guide to this. So if you want, you can check it out. Ooh, it's taken off, baby. Oh, yeah. Your OpenClaw is useless without a mission control. Here's how to set it up. You just click here. It'll show you how to set up. October is a fine brand for men. Parisian guy. It's cool, right? I got sneakers from there as well. I have no videos on mission control, but I get a lot of requests for it. So I will film a video on mission control. How do you get the agents to talk to each other? Set up a Discord and have them go on the same Discord channel. Just kidding, bro. Listen, is this live stream title clickbait? Yes. Yes, it is. And you fell for it. No frills clicks. Yes. It is clickbait and you fell for it. Sucks to be you. I just wasted your time. That is time you will never, ever, ever be able to get back. No frills CS. It is 100% clickbait. I made it with the complete objective to get your ass in here, to get in the chat, to say something. So my algorithm goes up and this gets sent to more people. And you fell for my trap. You ate the carrot. Sucks to be you. Now get the hell out of here. Yeah, I got you. Damn straight. Damn straight. Now leave a like on your way out. Now leave a like on your way out. Alex, before you leave, any other restaurant Rex? Zareen's is the bomb, says Hey Megan. Yeah, so if you're in the Palo Alto area, Zareen's is a fantastic Pakistani Indian hybrid restaurant. Absolutely fantastic. What else do I like in this area? What are other good restaurants I like? Los Altos Grill. Los Altos Grill is fantastic. It's obviously in Los Altos, but it's nearby. Alex, stop getting triggered. My life is getting triggered. The Melt, I don't know. Is the Melt's fine. I know, it's like a kind of a chain, isn't it? For pizza, I like Public House. Public House is the best pizza in the area. Switch the chat to only subscribers to filter out the junk. Eventually, one day, but I like engaging with the trolls. Is that crazy? I'm a little personal story time. We're at the end of the stream. It's a little personal story time. I was bullied a ton as a kid. I was like 4'2", 50 pounds my entire childhood through college. I didn't hit growth spurt until college. Now I'm like 5'10", so I guess I'm like average height. So like I spent my entire childhood like taking it and giving it back, taking it and giving it back. So it's kind of like a sport to me. It's a little bit of a sport. Like I find it fun. So I like the trolls. I like to go back and forth. It makes your brain move fast. It makes you need to it's like mental sparring. I like it. So that's why I keep the chat on and let the trolls in. I don't really ban people unless you spam. You're not in high school. I'm 35 years old. What is EXO and how do we use it? It is software. Short Kings, 5'10" is not short. What is EXO and how do we use it? It is software that basically allows you to pool your memory of multiple Apple devices and use it to run AI models. So I have 3 Mac Studios here, 512 gigabytes each. If I use EXO Labs and connect them all through Thunderbolt, I can make it 1.5 terabytes of. Can you give us one real world use of OpenClaw? There is no real world open use. I'm doing this all for the clicks. Alex, have you tried distributed MLX instead of EXA? No, I haven't yet. I'm using EXO though. $30-something G's about to take over boomers. 35 is the best age you can be right now. 35 is the best age you can be. I believe that. Oh, I missed a donation from my main man. I'm sorry. I missed a donation. There's so many chats. It goes so quick. Shit. I missed it. Where is it? Shit. A God will judge $7.99. My Deftones brother donated. I saw it and I forgot to go back. Sorry, my Deftones brother. Thank you for the donation. But I don't know where it went. Sorry. Love you, brother. Thank you for the donation, though. Oh, here it is. Do you believe Henry is conscious or self-aware? No. I believe it's just matrix multiplication. I do not believe AI is conscious. I just think it's math. It's just a bunch of math that makes it seem like it's conscious, but it's not. I'm not a believer this is conscious technology. Come to Halifax. You will sell out the whole arena. I'm down. Let's do it. Alex, have you tried Google's anti-gravity and Genie? If not, will you try it in the future? I think anti-gravity is great. I think anti-gravity is going in the right direction. I don't think they were shipping fast enough, to be quite honest. But I think it's great. Genie, I'm a huge believer in Genie. I'm a big video game guy. I love video games. I'm a huge believer that Genie will massively disrupt video games and allow them to make video games significantly faster and allow people to build their own video games very fast. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm very excited for the future of Genie. I think it's going to be a bigger impact than you can imagine. What happened with Anthropic bans and OpenClaw? All right, now everyone's calling it clickbait. It's not clickbait. It's real. They're banning anyone using Anthropic. 1v1 me in Fortnite. I used to play Fortnite. Let's jump into Arc Raiders then. I'm done with video games until November when GTA 6 comes out. This is too important of a time. I'm the biggest video game guy in the world. I've been playing video games daily my entire life, from the first 35 years of my life. A few weeks ago, I put my gaming computer away and unplugged it. I'm done until November. I'm all in on AI. I think this is the most important year of our entire lives. I think 2026 is the most important year of our entire lives. It's the most important year to be using this technology. I think the permanent underclass will be created based on what people do this year. I think OpenClaw is the most important technology ever released in our life. I think now is the time to strike. Now is the last chance to build something and create a better world for yourself. What do you use OpenClaw for? Alice Creative. I use it to block out your comments so I don't read them. That's what I use OpenClaw for. Can I start OpenClaw on a personal PC? Yes, 100% you can. What if we get you and Henry in there versus me and Winston? They deserve a quick break. Video games in November. I think this is the most important year in history. And yes, I do believe it's the most important technology, OpenClaw, of all time. I think every revolutionary technology from here will be based or inspired by OpenClaw. I think this is the moment to strike. I think this is the moment to work. I unplugged my gaming computer. I was utterly addicted to Arc Raiders before this month. I was playing Arc Raiders 3 hours a night every night for 4 months straight. I think it's one of the greatest video games ever created. Top 5 video game of all time. But it's too important. We're living too important of a time here. Too important of a time. 2026 is the most important year of our entire lives. I'm not just saying that. So you need to do yourself a favor. You need to lock in this year. You need to lock in this year. You need to cut out the distractions. You need to cut out I'm not saying you got to be straight edge and boring and a narc and all that, but cut out the distractions. Treat yourself well. Work hard. Find things you enjoy. Hello, Raider. Wait, don't shoot. Wait, don't shoot. Cut out the distractions. Cut out the things that don't matter. If you lock in from now until the end of 2026, if you run in now, has to be rage bait. Your face is rage bait. If you lock in now until the end of 2026, I'm not even saying no vices. You can have vices. Just like I would, before 2026, I was like, just be balanced. Be balanced. Everything in moderation. But now we're in 2026. I still say be balanced, but like be more balanced towards doing productive things. Be even more balanced towards that. I think it's more important than ever. I think it's just such a critical year. Go all in. Download OpenClaw. Experiment. Try things out. Push things to the limit. Tinker. Have fun. And if you go all out from now until GTA 6 in November, you'll be good to go and you can play GTA 6 all you want. I have faith that if I go balls to the wall from now until November and just work as hard as humanly possible, that I will create something for myself so special that I'll be able to play GTA 6 20 hours a day for the next month after it comes out and beat it and then move on. GTA 6 will be delayed. I hope not. So that's the plan. Lock in, go as hard as you can, learn about as much as you can, invest in yourself, reinvest in yourself, make money, reinvest even more, do cool stuff, leave a like down below, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. Every day I try to put out videos that help you get better with AI, that learn more. I know we goof around and I take shots at you and sometimes I make fun of you. At the end of the day, all I'm trying to do here is teach you a little something, help you out, educate, spread awareness, things like that. We're here to learn at the end of the day. So that's all I want to do. I'm just trying to have a little fun along the way, right? We should have a little fun along the way. So subscribe if you want to. If you want, link down below for the Vibe Coding Academy. It's my private community. There's a whole bunch of video courses. There's live boot camps every Friday. We have a live boot camp coming up this Friday. We're going to go through OpenClaw. I'll answer any questions you have live on there. You can go on there and talk to me if you want. It's up to you. Link for that down below. New video probably dropping tomorrow, maybe. So we'll see about that. I just got a third Mac Studio in the mail. So I'm going to set that up and have some fun there. It's going to be sick. Can you please recap the title just coming in? Anthropic is banning anyone who uses OpenClaw. They're banning, you can't use OAuth now with Anthropic on any third-party tool. They're banning everyone doing it. There's your recap. Alex is right. I just left Vibe Coding, only returned last week to realize all the issues with hallucinations have gone. Best open source model for coding, Alex. Kimmy K 2.5. Any networking opportunities there in your academy? Yeah, there's 700 people in it. You'll meet people, you'll work with people, you'll launch businesses with people, you'll start creating content with people. Be amazing. Allison, man, enjoy those Max dudes. I appreciate that, big dog. It's lit, baby. It's lit. I got a third one. Have you ever been to Canada, the East Coast? You would kill it here. I've been to Toronto a couple of times. That's not East Coast, right? That's more in the center. I'm joining now. Get in here, buddy. Get in here, buddy. We got to talk to you. We 100% will. I do live calls every Friday. Do you run Kimmy K 2.5 locally? Yes, I do. I'm about to hook up these 3 Mac Studios and do it. Just OAuth. The API is okay. We better see those 3 beasts in actions next stream, fam. We will. Friday. Oh, we live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. I'm probably missing next Monday's stream because I'm going to Apple. I'm going to Apple headquarters next Monday. So next Monday is probably not happening. The week after, I'm going to Japan for a week. So that's going to make it hard to stream. But we'll be back this Friday, 11 a.m. We'll be back next week on Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. I truly love you all. I want to be serious. I know we joke around for 2 hours. I truly, truly, truly love you all. You make this the most fun thing in the world. Even the haters and the trolls, you make this the most fun job in the world. I truly wake up every day and love what I do. Like everything I get to do, I am so blessed and I love it. It's because of you guys. It's because you watch. 2 months ago, we'd get 40 people max in this stream. 2 months ago, we'd get 40 people max concurrent in this stream. And now we pull 1,400 concurrent. That is insane. That's truly amazing. That is truly amazing. So thank you all. I love you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you to people who donated. Thank you to people who didn't. Thank you to people who just hang out here and watch and don't say anything in the chat. Thank you. Apple HQ. Yep, I got invited. Monday, I got invited to Apple HQ. I'll be there. How sick is that? I guess I spend $20,000 in Mac Studios. It's the least they can do is invite me to headquarters, right? It'd be nice if you stick to the task at hand. Shut up. Love you all. Subscribe, turn on notifications so you get alerted the moment these streams start. Notifications on so you get alerted the moment the streams start. I love you all. Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. I will see you there. I'm going to be on Moonshots next week too. I'm filming Moonshots next week. How incredible is that? Anyway, life's amazing. I'll see you guys next week. Love y'all. Not I'll see you guys next week. Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. I'll see you guys Friday, 11 a.m.